Welcome back to the channel, folks. On today's vlog, we are unboxing our X-Class 52 volts in black. I just got vaccinated 2 days ago, and my arm is actually finally feeling normal again, so that we can do this unboxing. That said, let's dive into it. If you wanted some reference, measurements of the box is 148 by 31 by 7.5 centimeters. It's actually smaller than the Super 73 boxes. Comment below what you guys do with boxes. Well, I use mine as a backdrop, some of it, and then I also use the other parts in the car so that the bikes aren't scuffing against the side of the SUV. Oh, and if you were wondering where my RX is, it's running around somewhere, but we still have it. And by the way, that's our security guard up there. She watches over things. I'm a bit of a Halloween enthusiast as well. One of my favorite holidays is Halloween. Alright. Staples after more staples. So it looks like it's double boxed. I mean, I'm not going to lift it out. I can't do that. Not with my arm situation. So the shipping said it was 100 pounds, and I know the bike is about 85, I think it was actually 89 pounds. Alright, if you can, grab someone to help you out, but if you're alone and you want to do things yourself, like most of the time, like I am, you can just lift the whole bike out. That's obviously the kickstand. That was probably the most strenuous part, lifting it out of the box. So yeah, make sure that your fork is intact and is in good condition, and that the guard is still guarding it before you place it on the floor. These are pretty heavy duty zip ties. This one looks reusable, but no, it's not. It's just wide and thick. Alright, so it looks like we got the reflective lines in the tires. It's 20 by 4. And it looks more all-terrainy than the Super 73s that we have over there. So that's good. I'm an off-road enthusiast, so I'm excited to see where I can take this bike. Let's get the front wheel out first. Oh yeah. This is pretty light. Not too bad. Kit box, I think that's a tool kit. And the charger. I mean, it should, oh, this is the toolbox. This might be the headlight. It's gotta be the headlight. Alright. I mean, the packaging as well. They really made sure that your bike is safe. So good job for Ariel Rider on that. Nope. There we go. X-Class. So this actually looks cool. It's gold-ish. I thought it was like screaming yellow. So gold is actually not bad. Black and gold is a nice combination. But let's check out the battery. So obviously the battery's intact already. This box kind of just rips easily. Or we can cut it open. Let's get this. It's got a nice thick looking fork. And the stem I was really curious on, because that's definitely something we'll adjust upwards. Okay, let's work a little bit on this side. Handlebars are right here. Basically, cut all the zip ties that you can, so that way we can get this guy on the road as soon as possible. Typically, I would charge it as soon as possible as well, but in e-bike community, majority would actually drain it first. Not drain it all the way, not to zero, but get a good use out of it before fully charging it. At least that's the tip for battery maintenance. Before fully charging it, use it around the block. That would be the perfect time to actually bed the brakes and what have you. Let's look at our rear suspension. We want soft, so let's dial that up. 2 clicks for soft. We'll learn more about these suspensions, but it's a good looking bike. Black is nice because it goes well with our collection. Now we will have a white bike, a blue bike with our S2. RX is the red, and now we have a black bike. I got 4 colors here. All right, and this is nice. It's not screaming yellow, so that's a nice touch. And actually, this is sleeker than I imagined. It looks like we have some charge, so we might even have a full charge out the box. All right, this is awesome. For whatever reason, I thought this was a screaming yellow color, so I'm fine with that. It actually even might be a reflective type of material, but looks like it's just white. Alright, one thing I was worried about is the seat height of this guy. I'm only 5'6", 5'7" on a good day. As you get older, you get shorter. It's just a way of life. So yeah, I'm really hoping that why I was hesitant in this order was again because of my height, but I've seen others that are shorter than me using this e-bike, so we'll check and verify how comfortable we are. All right, what should we do first? The pedals? Well, first inspect the overall bike. Make sure there's no cracks anywhere in the frame, and just inspect everything that you can. You know, you want to ride safe, and the bike has been through shipping. You never really know how they were handled. It's always great to inspect. So this bar looks like it's a 31.8 millimeter. So that's a standard mountain bike bar. If you ever wanted to get risers, and I know it's like the most common thing you do with aerial riders, so that it's not too low. Your stance is not too low, and you do get a lot more comfort, and that's what I'm actually going to do soon. So stay tuned for more videos regarding this vehicle, and we'll be definitely stacking it up against our S2 and the RX, and even our DIY bafang bike there. I really love that bike. That bike is one of the funnest bike I've ever ridden. And I've ridden a ton of bikes. Let's get the pedals going. Some are here. Alright, so toolbox. Okay, your toolbox comes with obviously the toolkit. This looks like an adapter for one of the installs. Your pedals, well-go pedals, pretty standard. The charger, some bolts, and a bell. Looks like you're welcome to Ariel Rider family, and register your bike. You could do that online as well. And that's the charger. So we won't be charging right now, but we might install the bell, and let's install the pedals. And sorry if I'm rushing, because again, I have work soon, and I just want to get out and try it, you know. I know that these have labels, so left is counterclockwise. Okay, so it looks like we need to install the pedals, the handlebar, and then the front wheel, and we'll do some first riding. And this side, the right side, is righty-tighty. One of the things I always change are pedals, grips, and handlebar. And that's pretty much it for my bikes. Those are the main things I change. Sometimes the aesthetic looks. I'm not into aesthetic looks as much as I am to practicality. But one thing I did notice just now is that's barely any clearance with the fender, but it's on the highest. It's on the lowest gear already, so the chain line could only go this way. So that looks like it's good. As long as there's clearance, I'm okay with that. But man, look at this, guys. This is a large chain tooth ring sprocket. So that's gonna get us torque and mileage. But this looks really high quality, so that's awesome. I love quality components, and that's why we went with this Ariel Rider. And the nylon typical motor that Super73 have in the motor, the nylon gear, this is a metal gear, which really stands out for value. It'll make your motor last longer, and it'll have more torque as well. Now, I'm looking at the right side here, and the Ariel Rider here is gold. Okay, so on the right side is gold, and on the other side is white. But hey, I'm okay with that as long as it's not screaming yellow. So all these labels here are gold. Just FYI. I think some of their photos, they have had inconsistency. But man, I love it. I love it so far. And to be honest, I like this look much more than the Grizzly. And one of the main things too is the Grizzly is 750 watt motor and 750 watt in the front. And I'd rather have one. This is just a personal opinion. I'd rather have one strong motor. This is 1,000 watt to 2,000 watt. So that's the same as a Super73 S2 or RX. I'd rather have one strong motor than two 750 watts. But stay tuned for that. If all is well, we might get an Grizzly, the Ariel Grizzly as well to test drive. What do you guys think? Gold handlebar, I think is what I would go for. To go with the labels, I'll go for gold handlebar. Looks like it's a twist throttle. Some cases it's I think it's just a 42 volts. In some cases the 42 volts are thumb throttle. But those are minor things you can change. to your preference. I think everything here is honestly replaceable. So that's what I love too about these kind of bikes. If a part break, and I'm almost certain you can buy the parts elsewhere, it would be compatible with you're not forced to buy it with only one company like the Super73. Everything is married to each other components wise, and the one thing that I don't like about Super73s is you have to wait months for a part, and it's really ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous in my opinion. For example, there's a controller that I've been waiting on, and I've requested it since November, and it's already mid-April. So can you imagine if you only had one bike and you needed a part? It's been like 5 months just waiting for a controller. So I'm really I love the Super 73 bikes. I love the community, but that kind of irks me the wrong way. If I need any part, forget about it. All right, so as you're tightening the stem and the handlebar, just do your best to do a cross pattern. That way, everything is tightened evenly. Now let's work on this middle part of the stem. I believe it's a 6 mil hex key. Red? Okay, red might be for the headlights. This is the adapter here. This is our screen here, our LCD screen. I just don't see where this connects. Okay, there actually I do. So green to green, arrow to arrow, pop that guy in. I thought it would already be plugged in, but I guess not. Okay. Your keys only lock the battery. Has nothing to do with ignition or turning on or off. So the red, I'm sure it's for the headlights. We'll do that now. Okay, so this is where the bolts. I was wondering why we had bolts. On the toolbox kit, we got some extra screws. So I'm gonna need an Allen key. This actually looks pretty straightforward. Okay, there's one on one side, one bolt on each side. Plug this guy in. Now you probably, yeah, I think this would be a no, because the suspension has to rebound, and obviously your wheel is here, so it would be installed upwards. So let's do that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've seen the Grizzly headlights, the Ariel Rider Grizzly, and they look clean. I like that look much better than this. It's a 9/16. That's what it looks like. Or just use a wrench. Okay, let's get this guy in. Low would probably be best. And the other thing too is, I don't think you want to over tighten this headlight, because I always notice, like, at nighttime I want a little bit of give so that you can adjust it. But feel free to tighten if you would like. All right, red to red. Where did that? Okay, here it is. Red to red, they have arrows as well. So just plug that in together. As long as it's plugged in, the lines are kind of out of the way. We'll zip tie this. We'll clean that up a little bit. When we change our handlebars, we'll finalize some things. But this is always fun. So let's peel off the plastic. Okay, that was actually a really tiny plastic. How come they don't sell wheels with magnesium wheels so much? I'm getting tired of the spokes look, you know? I like custom wheels, and for e-bike companies, there aren't any. So I think they should start doing that. Customize our wheels, give our bikes like a better look. I think it overall changes like a look of the bike instead of just the standard spokes. Obviously, you want to line up the rotors in the brake calipers. Okay, so loosen the nuts to make sure that you have space before you plug the wheel in to the fork. And you want to make sure that there's space there and there's space there on both sides. You don't have to entirely remove it, actually, so just make sure that the washer and the nut is outside together on the outside side. Okay, so let's try to do this. Okay, so I wish I had known this sooner, but before you try to plug the wheel in, make sure you remove this piece that's in between the caliper brakes. That way your rotors just slip in to where that piece was. That's a 5/8 millimeter socket. So make sure that that's nice and tight. I mean, that's pretty much it. We do want to check that the calipers are not rubbing in the rear and in the front. I would adjust the handlebars as I'm on it. Always alternate before you do any tightening. No rubbing in the front either. Alright. So this is a really big curiosity here. So from the ground up, we're looking at 34 inches high, a little over 34 inches. And the seat, you know, this plays a big factor. The seat is about 5 all the way to 6-inch wide. And you know, that kind of plays a factor when you're pedaling or basically mounting the whole bike. Definitely a tall bike and definitely unadjustable. Let's just double check really quick. The S2 with the RX seat is 31 inches and it's not as wide. Let's check out our mountain bike. I'm actually curious. Oh yeah, this is high. My mountain bike is like 35.5. But yeah, you need that leg extension for mountain bikes, and I'm tiptoeing on that. This is it. I think it's power on time. Okay, she powers on. It already has 0.9 miles, and I think that's just from the testing. I kind of expected that. Let's turn off the headlights, and it still works on daytime too. So your brake works just as it should. When you're pressing on the brakes, it should illuminate. So that's good. Yeah, this is amazing, guys. I'm stoked. We got this guy going. All right, we got this bump coming up, and let's really test our suspensions here. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. Now, one thing I noticed since I've obviously ridden a surron, that this twist throttle is not as responsive as it is versus a surron twist grip throttle. We got to go down some curves. Let's try it. I always like to take my mountain bike here. trying to get ride it a little bit hard. But brakes are really good, for sure. Right out the box, brakes are good. The Super 73, you have to make some adjustments to make the brake a little bit better. Okay, turning ratio, which is important to me. Turning ratio is nice. It feels grippier than a Super 73. Like at this angle, I mean, I'll do more tests, but yeah, I can feel the tires grippier. Man, guys, wow. First impression, this bike is awesome. I'm already beating it up, not even a mile in. Look, I can lean this way, not slip. I can ride it like a BMX. Lean this way, lean hard. And brake hard. Yeah, this is amazing. Right out of the box. I'm excited. I have a feeling all my other bikes might get neglected. My Super 73s in general might get neglected. Yeah, this is just my opinion, but I think I might switch this to a thumb throttle. It's just a little more relaxing when it's thumb throttle. Okay, let's go down this curve. Also, when it's thumb throttle, it's definitely easier to wheelie, or to try to wheelie at least. As you know me, I obviously can't wheelie, but twist shift is so much harder to try to wheelie on that, at least in my opinion. Unless you have a surron and you're mad talented, like a surronster. But this definitely has a lot of torque. It definitely gets up to speed a lot faster than the S2, and I can attest to that by feel. Now with the RX, it's very similar. It actually might be faster than the RX. So stay tuned. I just need to find a co-pilot so we can do some tests, do some acceleration tests. This gets up to speed much faster, in my opinion, than most bikes I've had. Bed the brakes here. Yeah, I can't wait to take this off-roading. I can't wait to take this off-roading. To do some jumps. Yep. I ride my bikes somewhat hard on the first day just to get some more testing. Jump. Oh yeah, we got some air there. We got some air there. Bed the brakes. Yeah, this thing definitely has more torque than a Super 73 S2. Yo. I can't wait to put all my bikes together, match them up, and just do a test race. But I gotta find friends to come over to do that kind of tests. But stay tuned. Little by little, we'll get there. The seat actually feels stiff at first, but you kind of get used to it. So, and you're so high up, you're actually high up the bike that you get decent leg extension. I want to say that my leg extends maybe 80%. 80% of the way you get leg extension, and I'm only 5'6", 5'7" foot tall. Now with the Super 73 S2, forget it. You get about 70, maybe 65% of your leg extension if you're my height. And the R is a little bit better. The R is about 70% of my leg extension. But we got a mountain bike to get the full extension that we need off-road. Oh shoot! Try to see how stable this bike is with no handing. I don't know. I'm not really on level flat. It looks level here, but it's not. You kind of need momentum to do a no hand. Okay, forget it. I'm not falling on the first day. I am excited, guys. I am excited to take this bike off-roading, in particular. My mountain bike, my BBSHD build. I mean, that one gets up to 40 miles per hour, but it takes a while to get it to 40 miles per hour. Okay, mini off-road test. Go up a little bit of hill. Yep. Alright, we're getting dirty. Day one, tires are dirty already. We're gonna go up these rocks. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm already breaking this bike. Well, I'm not breaking it. It's actually performing. Yo. This bike, I'm taking it off-road for sure. Yo, we're flying on the grass. Yep. This is, I'm 90% sure this is the torquiest bike that we own currently. And we have the RX, we have the S2 Super73s, and we have a BBSHD 1000 watt motor with a 52 volt on the BBSHD. But man, yo, this bike, man, I think I chose the right bike, guys. I have a feeling this is faster than the RX. And I'm not even at 100%. And I believe that you can modify the settings on this. I'll do more research on that, but right now, stock settings, I got 34 miles per hour, pedaling and throttling. And I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. For a bike that has gears, it's got everything a Super 73 has, and some. I'm loving it. I am loving it. Alright folks, that's the video. My camera is about to die. And thank you for tuning in for the unboxing and assembly of this e-bike, the Ariel Rider X-Class 52 volts. And this bike is the best bang for your buck that I know of. This is, I'm almost sure it's going to be performing the same, if not better than the RX, the Super 73 RX. And we'll do more testing on that. But out of the gate, this already has gearing. This already has all-terrain tires. And you can get it for much less. And I'm not sure if you've noticed, but definitely e-bike prices are going up. So don't hesitate on that. Folks, this is Julian signing out. Stay tuned for more e-bike content. And like and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe and amazing out there, folks. See you in the next video. Peace.